Hey guys, Joshua David here. Today, I just wanted to come on this morning and talk about what I think is most likely going to happen when it comes to the president, Brandon. Well, even their own news media is turning on them. Now, they start talking about how old he is, how he doesn't have his hands on the wheel, etc. Like it just continues and it's getting worse. Now, those are the people we have to understand. The media is the ones that put Brandon in the White House. Okay, like he didn't campaign, and even when he did do a couple little ones, nobody showed up. You know, we all remember those days, right? Like he had zero people support him. He lied about multiple things. He had scandals everywhere. The media tried to hide. But ultimately, they did what they did. We all know what that is. And he got in. Well, now the Democrats are looking so bad. And the midterm elections are coming up. Well, I believe, and this is just a guess of mine, but something has to happen. There's no way that they're going to go into this thing with the media not on his side. I believe, and this is just a scenario that I think might happen, and, I hope and pray it doesn't happen, because that would be, really cruel, and, thou shalt not murder. But I believe that he's not going to be here for very much longer. I believe that his presidency is so bad that something has to happen. And when the media is talking about how old he is and this and that, and they're setting their viewers up for something. That's how the media works. They don't just do something like, they know things from the elite who tell them what to say. They don't just say things. They can get in trouble by doing that. They have to confirm most things, especially when you go against the narrative, right? The narrative for the longest time was to be on Biden's side, elect him, and then they stay in power, and do as they please. Well, when the own media, and when I say own media, I'm talking CNN, I'm talking MSNBC. So, there's many different things that are happening right now that goes against Joe Biden. And then what do we got? We have Kamala Harris. Okay? So if something happens to Biden, which I think probably going to be COVID, and, because they'll have to use that narrative and say, oh, what a, and what they're going to do is they're going to post him up as a legend or something, you know what I mean? His legacy of being the best president in the world, the unifier, this, that, and the other. But I think he's going to pass from COVID. I think they're, I don't know if that's a truth, but I think that's what the media is going to say. Now, I don't know this for, I don't know this. I don't have any inside information. I don't know anything. I'm just telling you that the media is now turning against Biden, and there's still 3 more years left. And if he continues on the path that he's at, the Democrat Party will be no more, because they don't even have anybody else to actually, move in to take his place. But, the laws say Kamala Harris would be, the next president. Well, that could be a reset. She's an absolute nightmare too, but she's better than Biden at the moment, and if she knows how to read off a teleprompter, she could probably do better than Biden. You know what I mean? And they would consider that a restart for the Democrat Party. They consider that new beginnings. They'll put it all over the news. A new era, woman president, first black president or black woman president, first Indian president, because I guess she's from part India. So this is what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to get COVID or something, or pass and then claim it on COVID so they can use that narrative as well. But something's going to happen. There's no possible way that they're going to let this slide, because his own media are turning against him. I mean, the guy's coming on and he's blundering on every speech that he possibly does. He goes and says stuff like George Floyd's death is more consequential than Martin Luther King's death. You know, like he doesn't, when he doesn't read off a teleprompter, he fails. Everything that comes out of his mouth is not what they want to hear. So they know they can't go on forever like this, because, you know, the way that America vote, they know that no one's going to vote for him. So they can't steal an election if the narrative is everybody hates this guy, you know? That's the only reason why he was able to last time, is because, you know, he was somewhat liked because the media pushed that so much. It's called, you know, the unifier, and it says he's going to, you know, cure cancer. He's going to, you know, wipe out COVID. You know, all these things he said, right? And they hit all his scandals. But now people are coming out and saying everything against Joe Biden. And it's only been the last 48 hours, 72 hours, maybe a little bit before that on other channels. But when you're talking, I'm talking CNN and MSNBC. So I would look out for that, because they need a reset. Everything that this guy has done has failed. That reflects bad on the Democrat Party. The midterm elections are coming up. Something has to happen. And I wouldn't be surprised if it happens pretty quick here, because they need time, and they need to be able to distract you as well, you know? And they need to be able to lift somebody up. You know what I mean? Kamala Harris. They need to be able to lift her up, because she's in the dumps too. Or who knows, maybe she says, you know what? I would become president, but I was only here for Joe. Who knows? And then somebody else, maybe Nancy Pelosi comes on, even though she's an absolute nightmare too. But yeah, the way it's looking is pretty crazy. But I guess we'll see what happens. I just want to come on here and tell you my thoughts. Like I said, I don't know any information, but I do know how those people work. And I do know that they're murderers, because they'll do what they do for power, and they don't care about anything. They don't care. They're not Christian. They don't worry about anything like that. But anyways, God bless you guys, and we'll see you tonight probably. All right, bye now.